Right, guys, so it's day 98, and I have just screwed up my whole recording on the last one. I've just recorded a video for 7 minutes, and I realised that I accidentally turned the volume mixer down to like minus. So I've got to record this whole thing again, long story short. So I'm going to try and go over every point I said. Obviously, you'll notice that my hair's actually alright today. I mean, it's down to opinion whether it's alright, but it's not a post-shower haircut where I don't even know what it was, but it's like, rather than just having it straight flat in front of my face. Whatever. It's got some curtains. So yeah. Man, my last video was so good, man. I was getting so deep into it. I looked to my right and my mixers on like literally minimal things, so then my mic wasn't getting picked up. But basically, there's a few things I want to talk about today. One main topic, and then there's another thing I kind of want to go over. And that main topic is this word called hedonism, or hedonism, or however you want to pronounce it. Now, you may have heard this word before, you may not. It depends how kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say literate you are, but because it's not a very well-known word. But basically, what the word means is this. I'm going to read you the exact definition, and you can see if you can relate to it, right? Hedonism refers to the prioritization of pleasure in one's lifestyle, actions, or thoughts. The term can induce a number of theories or practices across philosophy, art, and psychology, encompassing both sensory pleasure and more intellectual or personal pursuits, but can also be used in everyday parlance as a pejorative for the egoistic pursuit of short-term gratification at the expense of others. Now, of course, it says there, at the expense of others, implying that it affects other people. But the kind of definition that I'm kind of going at here is, I mean, this is gonna sound really political, but it's by others. It's kind of stating your future self, which like you're going for short-term gratification at the expense of your future self, at the expense of others, which, like as I say, is implying your future self, right? So short-term gratification is a problem. I've got to try. I need to try and remember everything that I said in the last video, because I was doing so well explaining this, and now I don't want to miss anything, so I'm overthinking. Basically, short-term gratification is, I say this in so many videos, but it's how you just reward yourself for nothing, right? Short-term gratification. You know the things that you need to do, right, to get to where you want to get to, but you get either stressed or bored or anxious or just whatever it is about something that you're doing, to which you'll then get off that thing to go and check your phone or check Instagram or check whatever, right? I'll give you an example of this. You're writing a essay, you're writing a homework, you're writing a document, you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, right? And then obviously it's off the top of your head, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I don't know how to finish this sentence. What do I write here? I don't know what to write here. And then as a solution to that, which is like a short-term solution, you'll just go on your phone and you'll go and check Twitter, you'll go and check TikTok, like, I've avoided that problem. Fuck, now I feel better about myself. I don't have to do anything now. Let's go. And then you just sit there scrolling, and time just fucking leaves. And that's why no one fucking gets anywhere, because they just sit there. And as soon as something hard comes up, as soon as something that's not easy just to comes up, you just get fucking, like, lose your focus straight away. And everyone just keeps ingraining this habit, because it's just everyone has it. And it's because these social media apps have been built to kind of encompass that, to like maximize the fact that we're all like, they've made this habit on us for their own gain, right? Because that's the way they're built. They've put billions of dollars into optimizing the algorithms to the extent that we get hooked on them, like properly hooked. And you might think, nah, all it is Instagram. All it is, it's just a feed, right? All I'm doing is, okay, yeah, I like that photo. That's all it is. But there's notifications, and they've even got to the point now where we have notifications, and you just think of them as notifications. But for something that's relatively important to you in your life, for example, if you're talking to a girl that you like, or a guy, if you're a girl watching this video, you're talking to them and like, oh, you keep checking your phone, like, oh, what have I got a notification? What have I got a notification? And it keeps diverting your focus, right? It's the same idea, but on a vast extent, to which everyone's taking advantage of it. I mean, they put billions of dollars into the psychology of these sites to keep us hooked on it for as long as possible, because that's what makes them the most money. So I mean, they'll put money into, like, you don't think much of it, right? But there's a reason why they put the notifications where they put them. Like the notifications tab is because it's got a number on it. It's like, oh, you got 20 notifications. I'll check that. I'll check that. I'll check that. And the more you do it, the more hooked you're gonna get. Because like, okay, but if I check Twitter now, I can check notifications, and then I'll have something like that's attending to my, like, well, I want attention, or I want someone to just gratify me and say that I'm really good or whatever. And you keep checking notifications because they make you feel good, and you've related that kind of like mental space of notifications are good. Okay, and then you'll just be working on a task that is like your document or your homework or whatever, but you have that thought of fear of missing out. Oh, well, what if I've got a notification, and your subconscious like, oh, notification is good, I'm gonna go check that. So you click off it as soon as you get a little bit bored and you don't know what to write. Like, okay, I can chill out here. I'll go Twitter. Twitter. Let me go on Twitter. And this guy's just like my tweet. It makes me feel better about myself. Like, obviously it's not that to an extent. You don't say that out loud when you see it. But that's what's going through your subconscious mind when you click onto Twitter and you check the notifications, or you click on Instagram, because you know what's there, rather than like the thought of, oh, I don't know what's there. So your focus is always getting diverted, and it's the same. They do it for a reason. It's so like, it's almost anti-humanity the way they've set it up. But I mean, it's corporations gain, and that's just how the way world works. It's just capitalism, right? They gain on attention. Like, attention is the most valuable currency now, I'd say. I mean, obviously there's money, but if you've got a shit ton of attention, you can just make money like that, right? Like, attention is fucking valuable in this day and age. And yeah, I mean, I work in the short form and long form industry with influencers, right? That's what I do. That's my job. Well, mainly, I do that. I just work with influencers. And the way the influencers make more money is they get more views. And how do you get more views? You have to get a higher watch time on your video, to which you need to make your video as engaging as possible to keep someone watching it for an extended period of time. Because if it's not engaging, no one's going to watch it, and if they do watch it, they're just going to click off it because they get bored. So you need to keep it engaging, and with everyone's like attention spans getting fucked now, like, you need to make your video like this. Everything's got to be happening, and if you don't do that, then you're just not going to get anywhere in the space. So it gets more and more competitive, to the extent that everyone's making their videos as engaging as possible, to which everyone's engaging, and if your videos aren't engaging, you're not going to get views. So then everyone's going to make their videos engaging more and more and more and more and more, to which like the space just gets so fucked, because everyone's making these engaging videos and everyone's getting used to that, and their baseline is up here now because the videos are more engaging, to which anything that isn't on that level is something that you don't enjoy, or something that you just click off. It's not stimulating as one of these videos up here. So I think it's kind of bad. It's bad. It's ruining society in a way. I mean, I don't want to get political on it again, but like, everyone's attention span's fucked. I mean, I even saw this tweet the other week or it was an Instagram post put as a tweet or something like this, and it was like, join us on, like, it's phone-free walks. Like, do you know how mad that is? Going on a phone-free walk. That's now a thing. That's now like a crazy thing. Oh my god, he's going on a walk without his phone. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it. He's going on a walk without his phone. Do you know how mad that is, that's a thing? That is fucking crazy. Because everyone's stimulation's up here, and it pisses me off, man. It really does. And I'm part of the problem, because I make money off this shit, right? But man, so what I want to say is this: this hedonism is ruining your life, because it's taking away from your focus. You can't focus on things. And there's so many things that it's making harder for you to do. Even if you're just on a walk and you've got your phone in your pocket, you keep checking your phone all the time, because there could be a notification, or you've got your notification, your little ringer on. This is what pisses. I don't have notifications on my phone, right? So my sister has it on, and it's just like a ringer. And obviously, with her being a girl, she has shit tons of fucking messages. I'm not saying my sister's that this is bad now. I've done myself a whole way. I'm not saying my sister's promiscuous. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, like, it's in their nature. They just message all the time to their friends, whatever. They've constantly got messages coming in and out, 24/7. I'm not saying guys don't do it. Guys are just as bad. But I mean, I don't know why I've just said my sister's as bad, because all my friends are fucking, well, my friends. Like, I don't really have friends, but I'm digging myself a hole here, but like everyone, they're just as bad as each other, right? Like they just love, what's the word? Like people to, I don't want to say, it's not gratify, it's love gratification from others. Like people attending to them, people replying to them. Like the idea of a notification is now like a crazy thing. It's like, oh yeah, I got a notification. Oh my God, what does it say? So you get caught on your phone. So what I'm trying to say is, if you, like, the reason this ties into my journey and your journey, if you're on the same kind of like roadmap as I am, if you want to call it that, is your focus is so important when you're trying to work. And if you can't focus on something without going onto YouTube, without going onto TikTok or whatever, then your life is, it's gonna be so much harder for you to get to where you want to get to, right? Like think you try and do something, it's going to take you 5 times longer if you just keep checking your phone, because you're not going to enter the flow state of actually doing it, and your stuff's just not going to be as high quality either, because you're just going to be writing random stuff. And so you're basically just throwing your life away to an extent, because you're just wasting time that you don't, well, you have time, but you don't have time at the same time, and it's just going to just fade away like that. And I'm sure you can relate to me. Like, I can't believe it's the 19th now, or is it even the 20th? The 20th of just January already, and New Year's was however long ago. And have you made progress on your goals? If the answer is no, then you've spent 20 days doing nothing, even though you said all of these things that you're going to change coming into the new year. But if you haven't changed in those 20 days, especially when your motivation was at a high, or what you thought was a high, your motivation was a high going into the new year, and you've now relapsed on everything that you said you're going to do. What's to say that something's going to fucking change next week or tomorrow, right? Like you can say, yeah, in a year's time, because it's a year, I've got ages. Yeah, in a year's time I'll be doing this. In a year's time I'll be doing that, whatever. Nothing's going to fucking change unless you actually take action on it, right? And you realize what the core issue is, diagnose what the issue is, and then you get rid of it. So that's why it ties into the journey, because like your focus is so important. And if you want to actually use your time intentionally and get to where you want to get to, then you need to be able to focus for extended periods of time on what it is that you're focusing on. And I think everyone knows how much of an issue hedonism is, and like the stimulant of dopamine is, because these dopamine detox videos get so many fucking views of people just, again, mentally masturbating and feeling good about themselves, doing productive procrastination, when they're actually not getting anywhere. They're just learning a bit more information about how to deal with dopamine. But what's the point of learning information if you don't do fucking anything with it, right? So everyone knows this is the root cause. So I've kind of just talked a load of nothing. But it's then down to you to actually take action on it, which I can't tell you how to do, and you've just got to work out yourself. But if you want to take action on it, you've got to actually have a root value, a root goal that you want to try and accomplish, that isn't buying a Lamborghini. It needs to be more in depth than that, because that's just a shallow fucking, I want to make money to make money. I want to make money so I can buy a Lamborghini. Why do you want to buy a Lamborghini? Then again, the reason's not going to be good, right? But if you said this, I want to retire my parents. Why do I want to retire my parents? Because I want them to be proud of me. I want my parents to be happy. I want to say thank you for them, bringing them up in my life. Or oh yeah, I want to be able to give a good life to my kids. Don't have to worry about finances. I want to be able to go on holidays. I want to be able to treat my wife. I want to be able to look after my family. I want to be able to do things that I want to do. I want to be able to live on my own terms and actually have time with my family, rather than being the guy that works. I mean, no disrespect to this thing, but this is kind of just backs up my point. I don't want to be the guy that works a 9 to 5 and then gets home at 6:30 p.m. and then I have a bit of evening time with my kids, like for an hour, and then they get older and then they just play video games all night, and then the only time I actually get to see my kids is either when I just say goodnight to them quickly, or we eat dinner, or we maybe have the Saturday together, and then on a Sunday they're off with their friends again. Like, you want to be able to make most with your family, right? That is a core fucking thing. That is the kind of goal you want to aspire to have. And it's stuff like that that's actually meaningful and wholesome. Because if you were actually able to achieve what you want to achieve, you're going to be able to use your time however you want, to which you're going to be able to have time with your kids. You're going to be able to do the things that you want to do. So you either take action now and don't face the consequences later and actually live the life that you want to live, or you avoid doing everything that you want to do now to the extent that you just go and live on hedonism or whatever, checking social media and YouTube whenever it comes to a time where you've got to do a hard task, and then face the consequences later when you're stuck in a hole and you've realized you've wasted the last 10 years of your life not doing the things that you know you shouldn't have been doing, in 10 years that you're not going to get back. So I know it's rich coming from a 20-year-old, and I'm going to sound like an absolute knob saying all this stuff like, yeah, what the fuck have you done with your life? This guy's 20. Like, this guy's telling me how to live his life. He's fucking 20. He finished school 2 years ago. What the fuck why would I listen to this guy? And I completely get that. I am 20. And I did finish school 2 years ago. But I don't think what I'm saying is too far from the truth. And I'd rather tell you it now than never. And I'm also talking to myself as well. But the best way of learning is to teach. And I'm doing that. And I think it's of value to you as well, me telling you all this stuff. So yeah, you just got to fucking get your head down and do what it is that you need to do. And I know there's no guarantee that it works, but if you try your absolute best and you do, and you like the amount you'll learn, even if it doesn't work for the first year, 2 years, you'll learn so much stuff that there's no way it doesn't work. Maybe it doesn't work straight away. You can't think that it's going to work straight away. I know you see all these internet millionaires, but on the whole, I mean, it doesn't work straight away. You've got to be at it, go down it for a long time. You learn stuff, and then you get to a point where you're so good at something that there's no way that it doesn't work. You get so good at sales because you've done nothing but sales for the last 3 years of your life. You can sell anything. You can work for anyone selling anything. You know exactly how to talk to someone. So, of course it's going to work. It will work, and I know that's everyone's excuse. It's like, it doesn't come straight away, so why would I go for the hardship now when I don't see the fruits of my labor straight away? I'd rather just check Twitter, check TikTok, check Instagram, whatever. So that's the problem, and that's why instant gratification of hedonism is so bad, because it just holds you back significantly. So yeah, I mean, take it with a grain of salt, everything I'm saying, but I don't think it's too far from the truth. And also, I'm learning this information not only from my own research and my own experiences, and I'm talking from my own issues onto you and how I'm dealing with them and what my issues are and what to actually do. So you can learn this all in advance. You can learn this all because you know it all already. But I mean, I don't think it's too far from the truth. And me being 20, of course, there's naivety involved. Of course, I'm going to be naive on certain topics because that's what comes with being 20, right? But yeah, there's so much to just learn, and if you sit there and procrastinate doing that, then you're never going to get anywhere. So get your head down, do what it is that you know you need to do, and when it gets hard, just know that that's when most people quit, and that's when you need to double down, because that's when you know something's going to work. Because if you're doing the hard things, because those are the things that are actually going to propel you forward, then you're ahead of most people, because most people just quit at that point. So yeah, that's I think you get the idea there. I think that's where that's where you get a dopamine. That's why dopamine detox videos do so well, because people know the root cause, but they're just not willing to take action on it, and they just sit there procrastinating, thinking, oh yeah, it would be so nice to do this, but when it actually comes to do it, they don't fucking do it, right? So identify your goals and realize what the issues are and fix them accordingly. And dopamine detoxing is a powerful mitigator to this, but people will just do a 24-hour dopamine detox. It doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't do anything. You've got to fucking attack it with a way of life. It's got to be a part of your life. You've got to have a way of just completely cutting it out. Because if you just... There's the last thing I'll say on this topic, and then I'll move on. I mean, there's not much I want to say after this. I just want to get this, articulate this as best as I can. Dopamine detox. You want to do a 24-hour detox. Yeah, 24 hours. Completely reset my brain. 24 hours. You have a fat guy. We're talking a fat fuck, right? Or just a fat guy, right? No disrespect to fat people, but you listen to what I'm saying. You have a fat person, and they say to themselves, okay, I want to eat healthy now. I want to stop eating junk food. To which their way of going about stopping eating junk food is, you know what, tomorrow all I'm going to eat is greens, or all I'm going to eat is meat and stuff that hasn't got seed oils and fat and shit. Like, I'm not going to eat fast food. I'm not going to eat processed food. I'm just going to eat wholesome food, whole foods. So They go in their 24-hour day eating, I don't know, steak, like fruit, honey, yogurt, whatever it is that's healthy, whole foods that haven't been processed, just straight fucking whole foods. And then the next day, like, he does a 24-hour fast, and then the next day he just goes back to his normal stuff, because it doesn't fucking reset you. It's just one day. It doesn't become a way of your life. You've just done one day. But like, oh yeah, now I'm not going to eat fast foods ever again because I've done a day of fucking not eating fast foods. Like, mate, it doesn't fucking work like that. It's the same principle. So you've got to attack it as a way of your life, and you just got to stay consistent with it. So, I mean, if you want to do it like that, you can do it the complete opposite. And what you can do is you can eat, like in this example of the fat person, you can eat. I don't like saying fat, but I feel like I'm being disrespectful. I mean, I am, but I'm just trying to explain my point. You have a fat person, and then they just eat whole foods all week, 6 days a week, and then on Saturday maybe they can eat fast food. But then the more they do that, the more used to healthy foods they're gonna get. And the same goes with dopamine. The same goes with anything. If you can stick at it, and then like look forward to that day where you can then reinforce your bad habit with a bit of indulgence. Then reinforce your good habit, with a bit of indulgence. Then it's going to be easier to ingrain that thing. But there's so many ways to ingrain habits. I'm not going to get into that. I mean, if you want to learn more, you can read Atomic Habits, or I can make a whole video on how to ingrain a new habit or get rid of one. Because I'm fairly informed on this stuff because I've read so many books on it. Because I've been like, I talk so like passionately about this stuff because I've gone through the same issues myself. I'm not saying I'm perfect now, but I know the principles towards it, and I know how to get to where I want to get to in regards to getting rid of habits or doing certain things. So that's why I'm just kind of passing on my advice. But again, I'm only 20, so take it with a grain of salt. And yeah, hedonism is a problem, and just realize what it is that you want to do and do those things, and realize what your issues are and get rid of them. Simple as that. If you want to learn how to get rid of them, you can watch my YouTube video, which I said exactly how to get rid of your bad habits going into 24 actually. So you can watch that video. I mean, it's edited. If you go down my videos, I'll link it I'll link it in the description actually. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have watched that video. But basically, it's the one of me lying on a bed with one side has got an apple and a Mac, and the other side's got Doritos and a gaming controller or whatever. But yeah. So that's what I wanted to say there. Now, today we closed a client, not for my agency to which I do paid communities, paid stuff with influencers, but on my other one, which I run with two other friends, and we closed a client for £3,300. No, £3,500. A £3,000 retainer every month. Now, I'd be incredibly happy with this, but not sadly, but it splits between so many people that I don't actually get that many fruits of that. I mean, obviously it pays me, I can live my life, and cool, but as opposed to my other one, it's split between a certain few people. It's not all on my own. So, yeah, but we closed a client for £3,000 a month, so we're getting closer, but I just want to completely nail down on my goal of 10,000 with the agency that I run, because I do both. I run Ryan Trahan's shorts, I run Houston Jones shorts, I run Fogden's shorts, I run Minecraft YouTubers shorts, I run this guy's shorts, I run like so many other people, but those are like the main ones. And I mean, I do their long form as well. I do their thumbnail. We do thumbnails. We do everything. We do a load of like stuff just to do with influencers, right? Influencers are target market, but I do influencers there, and I do influencers with my other agency. But that is purely on one specific service, and that's what I'm trying to scale on my own. So we do both, and my attention, I guess, is somewhat diverted between personal brand, the agency with the three guys, short form and stuff, and then my own. But I mean, my attention's diverted, but to good reason. I mean, it works. It's not like it doesn't work. It's not like I'm just completely I'm going into 5 different niches, doing influencer marketing. I'm doing Amazon FBA. I'm doing drop shipping. I'm doing affiliate marketing. I'm doing email marketing. I'm not doing all these things. I'm just doing one thing that works and another thing that works, and my personal brand. So yeah, it's just a case of using my time intentionally, and that's where we're at, boys. So I'm not 10k a month yet. I'm nowhere near the goal to the extent I want to be, but it's onwards and upwards. It's a journey, and you've got to enjoy the journey, and that's what I'm doing. So, and I'm going to the gym every day, of course, as well. I mean, I didn't go today, but today was actually the rest day, so I've gone 4 days prior to this. So, I mean, kill me. I haven't gone 5 days prior to my rest day. Kill me. 6 days prior. I'm so sorry. But, I mean, I play tennis as well, so it's all right. I mean, obviously it's working. I'm obviously fucking big, so I'm joking. Also, I just wanted to mention this one thing. I mean, again, kill me, but I'm currently fixing... Move back. I'm currently fixing a racing chair. This is a racing chair. I mean, I'll pick it up. Just move this. But the bottom of it came off. So like this bit, and it was like bending and shit. So I had to fix it. But yeah, tomorrow. I mean, kill me. I'm the productivity guru, and I've got a gaming chair in my room. But just don't break it. But yeah, my chair's so squeaky, man. Yeah, kill me. I've got a gaming chair in my room, and I mean, I've always been into racing because my dad used to be a racing driver, and it's just been my life ever since I was. I mean, if you go down my YouTube channel, you see there's like a video of me reacting to the F1 2017 trailer, like the game, which is, I think that was like 7 years ago now. So yeah, it's pretty funny to watch. But long story short, I'm going to be this weekend. The reason I'm fixing that, because I never use it, by the way, like ever. But my friends and I, like two friends and I, we're doing a 24-hour race around Daytona on Saturday at 4 p.m. Going to Saturday at 4 p.m. the next day, and yeah, it should just be a laugh because, I mean, it's once a year. It's literally once a year. They do this every, like, the third week in January every single year, and I mean, this is the only, like, I literally, you can ask anyone. I only ever stream on my Twitch channel when I play a game, and you'll see how often I stream. It's like once every like 6 months, 4 months. So I know I'm being this productivity guru saying do all this, don't play video games, don't do all this, but you know, it's a one-time thing. Kill me, but yeah, it's just something that I enjoy, something as a little hobby, and it's just a bit of a laugh with the boys. So I'm gonna be doing a 24-hour race on my Twitch channel, which I will link in the description. It's gonna be the only time that I link my Twitch channel. So if you want to go subscribe, go and follow it. I'm gonna be live at 4 p.m. UK time on Saturday. 4 p.m. UK time on Saturday, the 20th of January, until Sunday at 4 p.m. UK time in January, the 21st. So literally tomorrow at 4 p.m. until the day after at 4 p.m. So the 20th to the 21st at 4 p.m. to 4 p.m. 24 hours. But yeah, I might go live a bit prior to 4 p.m. But I mean, again, kill me. Look at this guy. This guy preaches productivity. He's trying to get to a goal, and he's playing and doing a 24-hour race. But I mean, what's life if you don't have a bit of fun here and there? And this is literally an annual event. It's once a year. So I don't know why I'm trying to explain myself. But I mean, today I've literally closed a £3,500 client, and I think I deserve it. I think it's okay. But yeah, we keep moving, and it's just this case of volume. Simple as that. It's just volume. I mean, obviously fulfillment comes first before anything, and then after that is volume. So yeah, we keep moving, boys. 20th of January. It's gonna be day 100 soon, and I've got stuff that I actually want to talk about tomorrow, like genuinely. But I'll get into that tomorrow. So anyway, thank you for watching the video. I think my last few videos have been so long, man. I don't know if they've been better, whether they've just been too much waffle and I haven't been concise enough, but don't know how I've managed to talk for 29 minutes today. But yeah, I'll link my YouTube video below. I'll also link my Twitch channel below. So if you want to get rid of any bad habits, you can watch that video and maybe learn a thing or two. Maybe not, depends. But yeah, appreciate you boys again, and like so much. I mean, we're almost at 2k followers, 2k subscribers. I mean, I think we're like 60 subscribers off now, so it's pretty fucking mad, honestly. But we keep going, and I want to keep getting the edited videos out too. So yeah, it's just volume, attacking with volume on the YouTube channel, attacking with volume on the outreach, and we keep moving. Yeah, I'm 63 subscribers off 2k. Mad. Anyway, Cool. Appreciate you, boys, and I'll see you tomorrow night for day 90. Day 99. That last video in single digits. Double digits, sorry. So yeah. See you tomorrow night, and I appreciate you, boys. Seriously. It's from the bottom of my fucking heart. I fucking love... I can't say how appreciative I am, but yeah. With that said, 30 minutes gone of me talking. I'll see you tomorrow night, and I'm streaming tomorrow on Twitch, so if you want to go check it out, links in the description. Okay, bye. Good night. Appreciate you.